Today, Rapides Parish Sheriff Mark Wood held a press conference in reference to a major narcotics seizure conducted overnight by RAID, which is the Rapides Area Drug Enforcement.
A search of the area was started. It yielded everything you can see here in front of us, which I'm going to touch on just a little bit. During the search of the residence, agents located approximately 6 pounds of powder cocaine.
Over the last several weeks, RAID has been receiving community complaints in reference to alleged narcotic activity in the 1700 block of Thornton Court. Police, when serving the search warrant, found Kenji Brown, Bobby Smith, DeKay Vias Hollins, Emone Briscoe at the home. During a search of Smith, approximately 2 ounces of fentanyl was found on him. Also found at the home was a .45 caliber pistol that was reported stolen through the Alexandria Police Department, and $38,000 that agents believe is associated with the illegal narcotics trafficking.
We are grateful for the cooperation with the Sheriff's Office, Grant Parish, Pineville, and the other agencies, along with the DA's office that are involved here, along with State Probation Parole, to once again put 4 bad individuals in jail last night.
RAID is a partnership of multiple law enforcement teams working in the trafficking of drugs in the central Louisiana. If you have any information or need to report suspected drug activity in central Louisiana, you are encouraged to send a message to the Rapides Area Drug Enforcement Facebook page. And for more information on RAID and this incident, including a full list of charges, you can visit our website,